From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider.
Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your host. My name is Jacob Ewing, joined alongside Caleb Schneider. Caleb, how are we doing on a fine Tuesday evening?
Another day, another podcast, and you know what? It's been today we're recording on Tuesday, so it's been a good slate of NHL games. We just saw your Ottawa Senators win again, beat the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit is now basically out of the playoffs, and then we have Sens in a playoff spot right now. It's been a crazy run. Montreal came back and beat Carolina, so I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. A little tired. I was calling basketball all day today, as you know. Fun times, but just a long day. But, nothing like night capping the day off with a good podcast, talk with my good buddy. It's going to be fun today, too. Let's introduce what we're doing today, Caleb. We're doing if Team Canada had a salary cap compliant with the NHL standard, which is $95.5 million, what would the team look like? Going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Disclaimer, this is men's only discussion here. We're doing PWHL trade deadline recap for the next episode, but obviously, actually, some crazy stuff. Some of the salaries just got leaked the other day for some PWHL players, but we don't get those salaries and all that stuff until next year for the PWHL. So maybe we'll do that in the future. Make Team Canada salary cap compliant for the women's side later in the future. I'm pretty sure those salaries come out, and there is some sort of cap, but we have no clue. The public shouldn't know any of this stuff right now. Unfortunately, we do. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very curious where we went on both sides. I think there's two kind of ways you could go. You could go top heavy and just round out your team with
bums,
with a bunch of ELCs, a couple $1 million and under players, couple players that aren't even in the NHL. If you want to go that far, I didn't do that. I just went all NHLers, and very curious where you went. Very curious. What do you want to do to say our roster? I think it's going to be harder if we do line by line, just because it's hard to follow with the cap. Because I think we need to be transparent of what our cap looks like throughout the whole thing, and it's hard to argue who is on your fourth line or who's on your first line because we don't know what the cap situation is looking like.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. Okay.
So what do you want to do? I'm fine with doing. I mentioned it before. We could just do forward core, D core, goalies, or the other way around. And you say your all three goalies, and then all 8 defensemen, and then all 8 forward. You know what I mean? Like you say your 3 goalies, I say my 3 goalies.
Yeah, let's just do that.
And then 8 and 8.
That's technically what we do.
But don't do 2 parent. You have to do all 8 at once.
Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. A couple of questions just before we get into this.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it's pretty clear. I wrote this down as a joke. Your team would win the cup? ?
Yes.
Same here.
I hope.
Yeah. How many players do you have making under $1 million? So basically ELCs, and then if there's somebody that really is a bum.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. I've got 12.
Okay.
I've got 12.
10.
You got 10.
I have 10.
Okay. You have 10.
Both in the double digits there. Yeah. And you know what? There's great players that should make this team if they made $1 million. $10 million.
Sure. Exactly. Yeah. No, there's I think, can we agree there's 3 locks
for sure
on this team? No, it doesn't matter. Like just because of what
3 you're talking about.
Doesn't matter, or it given what they're making under $1 million, those guys are locks. There's no reason not to have them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I agree completely with that.
And then one other thing, like you mentioned earlier, the salary cap this year, 25-26 season, is $95.5 million. Team Canada, if Cirelli and Point were on the team, the cap would be their roster salary, AAV would be $216 million if those 2 guys were on it. In the end, when they had those couple additions, it went down to $191.5 million.
Still insane.
Which is insane. So now that math doesn't make sense, it's like a $25 million gap. So I don't know if I screwed that math up, but maybe that was if Point and Cirelli were just adding on top. I don't know. I'm too stupid to figure that out right now. But it's high. It's high. USA actually had a higher AAV on their team.
Surprised.
Yeah, Canada was second. Well, I think it was just a Celebrini factor.
Yeah.
There's no player with an ELC, and it wasn't. It was pretty close. I think USA was just under 200, so it's only a few mil.
I mean, $200 million is still astronomical. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one. How many players did you have on the actual Olympic team that are on this roster?
I was gonna bring that up. Okay.
Because I have 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10.
Okay, you went a little further. I went with 8. And then one other thing, just disclaimer. I don't know what you did, but I made mine kind of based on statistics and like up to March 24th or March 23rd. Yeah.
I made them as of
today. We didn't make it as of February or January. Yeah, it's as of today.
Sure, yeah. If we want to clarify that, of course, yes.
As of today, because obviously maybe somebody could have improved in a 2-month span.
Yeah,
somebody could argue that. So
sure, yeah.
So I'm using stats as of March 23rd.
Okay.
I don't know what you did, but I did 23rd. I'm assuming yours would be 23rd as well.
Sure. I just did them most whenever I did this in the past few days. So, okay.
All right. Let's run it. I want to hear your goalies first.
All right. So, listen. If this team, so let's clarify first of all the situation. If we're putting this team literally as in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? That means it's a short tournament, right? Goalies.
Yes.
So Jordan Bennington played every single game except for one. So if you have a hot starter, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
And so for my starting goalie, I went with Logan Thompson, making $5.8 million.
Okay.
Backup goalie.
Yeah.
Scott Wedgwood on $1.5 million.
All right.
And the third goalie, because I needed someone not going to play, is going to go sit in the press box, and this guy deserves it, making $800K. Where was he during the wintertime with Team Canada at the Spangler Cup? And he's putting up great numbers in the show after joining back with the Ottawa Senators. James Reimer is my third goalie on this team.
Gee, okay. You said $800K, and I thought we were gonna have the same 3, but I guess not. That's insane.
He's got great numbers this year.
That's just insane.
Okay, first of all, we're talking about a third goalie. I could have picked anybody here. I don't care.
Yeah, and I know what happens if 2 goalies get hurt.
Well, James Reimer's got great numbers. 6-3 in the NHL with a 2.32 goals against average.
All right. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, here. You know what? We'll make it easy. I took Logan Thompson and Scott Wedgwood. Okay. I think that's pretty. Those two are pretty simple. You don't want to take Bennington. He's too high and he's not as good. And then you look down at the next one. Scott Wedgwood's making 1.5. Mackenzie Blackwood's making 4.5. Blackwood's by far the better player, but you got to shave some money. Scott Wedgwood's had a good time. Has been a great player as a backup on the Avalanche. 1.5, you can't beat that. So, but I think that's a pretty easy. I think that's a pretty easy 1-2 punch right there. Given what is that? That's under 8 mil. Under 8 mil right there. So can't go wrong with those two. I went a different direction. I went with somebody who's actually, you totally led me up, and I totally thought we're now the same 3 here.
I bet I can guess who you took.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. It's Jack Greaves making $800K, who's a rookie starter on the Columbus Blue Jackets, who has completely willed them to a playoff spot, or just outside looking in right now.
Okay.
They won tonight. I don't know if they're still in there or not, but
they
are. Jack Greaves is an actual starter. And you know what? I think it's embarrassing if you don't have 3 starters on your roster. So I'm gonna go with somebody who's played 46 games this year at an NHL level.
You know what?
So
this pick was for the culture. I hope everybody understands that.
Yeah, James Reimer brings a very interesting culture.
Jack Greaves was my backup goalie. And then I had a bit more money, so I switched it to Wedgwood. And I was like, okay, I need a third goalie. He's not going to play. Listen, did Darcy Kemper play single minute these Olympics? No, he did not. James Reimer also just played the Sanger Cup, so he's got Canadian experience. I don't think Jack Greaves has that.
That doesn't matter.
Does matter.
Does Logan Thompson have any Canadian experience?
He played 1 game this year at the Olympics.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at.
Nice.
let's see here. Columbus is in a playoff spot, so that win actually did put them back in, apparently. So there you go. Jack Greaves, a starter on a playoff team, can't go wrong with their third goalie making $800K. You can make an argument. He's played more games than Wedgwood. He is a starter. You can make the argument he is a second guy.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Dude.
Obviously, way younger.
Dude,
but
But
listen, James Reimer is a stupid take, dude. Like, that's insane.
Caleb, I'm not serious, right? Like, I have James Reimer on my roster, but obviously I would have Jack Reeves over James Reimer 10 out of 10.
It's just
I
tough.
just took James Reimer for the culture.
Whatever. Okay.
He's not playing any games.
Okay, that's fine.
He's got a better goals against
You don't know
average
that,
than
though.
Jack Reeves.
You don't. He's played 9 games, and you don't
11
know.
games.
You don't. Sorry, 11 games. You don't know that he's not going to play.
I know that.
You don't know that.
I'm calling somebody up. If he gets in, I'm calling him up. I'm making him stay in the press box. I'm calling up Jack Reeves.
You can't call up in the Olympics.
That's terrible.
You can't.
Tell 2 of my goalies get injured. I'm riding 1. What? He gets injured. The E-bug comes in.
You ride 1.
Jack Reeves is the E-bug. I'm just putting him in instead.
You're ridiculous.
No, I'm sorry, man.
Not how that works.
Listen, this pick was for the culture.
It's Olympic. The only thing that's different from this in the Olympic tournament is that there's a 95.5 mil cap.
I don't care, bro.
There's no LTIR. There's no
man.
emergency
Like,
goalie.
I don't care why you're so gassed up right now.
That's just ridiculous, James Reimer. I know we both made some crazy takes, but you were serious about that.
I was not
and
serious
then you did,
about this.
Okay.
I'm not a single ounce of serious about this.
Okay.
I'll change it right now to Jack
No,
Reeves.
it's too late. It's on the
Thank you.
graphic already, buddy.
Good. I hope it is. Because James Reimer's the third goalie.
There you go.
Put him down as the extra
That's
goalie.
insane. That's insane.
It's the third goalie we're talking about here.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's funny.
Okay, man. Okay. Yeah, Jack Reeves the GOAT. And, I mean, we don't really have to touch on Logan Thompson. We've talked about him enough. I feel like almost every episode when we do something like this, we talk about him. He's going to be the starter in 2030. He's only making 5.5. Washington's not going to make the playoffs this year, but he's still a stud back there.
That's not his fault either.
And he's been a solidified goalie for 4 years now.
Getting to that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Logan Thompson, in my opinion.
He's at a
He's at a 914 save percentage right now.
You know what?
238 goals against average.
I was thinking Carey Price here. Make it 10.5. Bring him back.
That's a good call.
Bring him back. Maybe if I had 10 million cap space.
That would be a good guy to just have on the bench. Expensive guy.
If I had 10 million cap space, I would have picked him over James Reimer.
Well, you could have thrown him on LTIR and just have him sit in the press box.
He's the only goalie I would have picked over James Reimer.
Carey Price. Yeah, if you had the money to throw around, sure. Okay. Dang, I forgot. I was going to ask you a question earlier, but we'll save it for the end of the episode now. It's too late. All right, let's do. You have any thoughts on any other goalie things you want to say?
No,
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Thompson and Wedgwood, 2 goats. They're going to hang it down. They're like Wedgwood. Literally, this is the exact spot he plays to.
Yeah.
Like an 1A, 1B. I don't even know. That's not even this type of situation, but Wedgwood will come and play the games he needs to play and get it done. So.
You know what? I was a little bit incorrect here. Wedgwood has played almost 40 games and has a 916 and 219, so I probably would have Greaves in the press box.
Maybe he takes the starting position.
He has better numbers than Thompson, yeah. Just he's played 11 less games, so. And isn't really.
40 is a pretty good.
It's a good chunk,
It's a very good chunk.
It's a tandem.
Games.
He's actually probably played more than Mackenzie Blackwood. If I said that.
11 games, it's not that big of a swing. That's a very good sample size.
No, yeah, not at all. It's not a big swing. Where's Blackwood here? Blackwood actually has worse numbers and has played less games. So maybe I'm just tripping on the Avalanche's goalie system here, but I would have thought Mackenzie Blackwood was a starter from day one, but maybe not. We'll see who they start in the playoffs. See if there's a tandem.
There definitely is. They'll go back and forth if they lose a couple of games here and there.
Yeah. All right. Defense.
Yeah, let's do the
Unless you have any final thoughts.
No, my goalies are good. I'm happy with them.
Okay.
Happy with them.
Let's run the defense. Let's hear your 8.
Yeah, sure. I'll do my 8.
Yeah, like left D1, right D.
I will do that. Okay. All right, here's my defense. I'm having Matthew Schaefer paired up with Cale Makar in the first pairing. This is interesting, too, because obviously the goalies, I feel like they were kind of obvious. and most of them are cheap. But now you get to the defensemen, and kind of the cap space really comes into a factor here potentially.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you've got
answers.
Cale Makar making 9 already,
Yeah, I want
it's
my
a,
number
it's a
one
really
defenseman.
good contract right now. $9 million for
Cale Makar.
the best defenseman in the past half decade. You can't go wrong with $9 million.
Okay, at first I thought you were gonna be sarcastic.
You say the best defenseman right now? No.
No. When you said making 9, you really emphasized the $9 million. Okay, let me.
Well, he's
move on.
making 9. That's
I know.
That's the best contract in hockey, possibly.
Well, I agree.
Could be. I
My
actually don't
second
know.
pairing, I think another great contract. I have Josh Morrissey making 6.25, paired up. And this is an interesting one.
Okay.
Maybe interesting, but maybe I want to say maybe slightly off the board. Maybe the first slightly off the board pick I've had all day. I'm gonna go with Sean Walker of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay. I don't have Sean Walker on my team, but
I figured not.
yeah. Well, Sean Walker even is he a third pairing guy on
It's
Carolina?
second pairing. Second
Okay.
pairing guy. He's got great ratings. Actually, a net rating of 6.54. With offensive and defensive metrics paired together. He's also a top 15 or top 20 defense or player maybe. Or no, I think it's defenseman.
No,
An
there's no
expected,
way.
No, an expected,
defenseman, sure.
An expected goal differential.
Well, that's weird because he is a -3 right now. Oh, goal differential plus minus.
I'll check right now. One sec. It's one of the two.
Okay.
But
oh,
no,
yeah,
he had
he's
great
a
metrics.
right hand. Yeah.
Right-hand
I
shot.
mean, Carolina's defense is a little. I mean, Jalen Chatfield is your top right D. That's a little scuffed, but
and they're a great team.
yeah, he's right behind them. Condre Miller is a great player too. So he really resurged after he went to Carolina. So I believe it. I definitely could see it. Sean Walker's been around for a few years now, a long time actually. Kings legend, Flyers legend too. I forgot that the one trade deadline that was yeah. Can't go. I mean, sure, veteran kind of guy.
I'm trying to find this stat right now.
I don't have Sean Walker in my team. How much is he making?
The sham 3.6.
Wow. Okay, you really. That's a big. Okay. I wouldn't
like
have thought
that?
you would. I don't know if I like that.
You don't like that?
No, not at all.
Damn.
I mean, you have Josh Morrissey. How many? Here, while you look that up, can you answer this while you're doing that
Yes.
multitask?
Yes.
How many defensemen do you have making under $1 million?
3.
Okay, I've got 4.
4. I have 4. Sorry, I keep forgetting Schaefer. He's just at the top of the top pairing. He just kind of sticks out.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have 4 as well.
Okay.
So the fact that he went with Sean Walker over one of my 3 that I haven't announced, or I have Morrissey and Makar on my team, but you haven't gotten to the other part yet.
No.
I'm just curious which one you're not taking out of these 2 guys.
Okay.
I could probably take a guess at which one you didn't take, but
Yes, I didn't take Zane Parekh. I'm sorry.
I didn't take Zane Parekh here.
Oh, shocker.
Sorry, I took Carter Yakimchuk instead.
Oh, beauty.
You know,
Here it is.
power play
On
merchant.
ace expected goal differential. Sean Walker, pardon me, is 25th in the entire league.
that doesn't really move me
On
anymore.
ice expected goals.
I mean, he's on Carolina, so
25th
sure,
in the entire
that makes
league.
sense.
Pair
but,
him up with Josh Morrissey, great puck moving defenseman.
but
Let him hold the reins. Sean Walker, +6 as I mentioned, and just net rating. Positive on both sides of the puck, defense and offense.
sure, he's a PKer.
There you go. Actually,
He's a little
that's a big
small
thing.
though.
I do need guys to run the PK, so
He's a little small though. He's only 5'11".
that's fine.
Sean Walker's just one of those guys to me. It feels like, I don't know.
He's got great underlying numbers.
Sure,
So,
sure. I wonder if Hockey Canada would go with those underlying numbers.
I mean, hopefully, if the GM was smart. All right. My next pairing is Thomas Harley. He's making $4 million this year.
Yep,
Great pick.
yep, sure.
And he's paired up with Brant Clark.
Okay. Okay. We'll see who you're leaving off here. This is exciting.
And then my final 2 defensemen. One guy I kind of tossed in there because I needed a guy, cheap guy.
Yeah.
So I got Olin Zellweger. Making rookie deal, $844. And he's paired up with, I think this is the guy you're waiting to hear, Darren Radish.
Okay, did that math add up? You had Schaefer, Radish, Clark, Zellweger. Okay, never mind. That math is mathing.
Bro.
You have Radish on your fourth.
Listen, maybe I
have Radish in my top 4.
Well, there you go. Well, so do I.
30-year-old, better than Sean Walker. Got to way more points.
Well, there you go. He's now on my top. He's on my second pair with
There
Josh
you go.
Morrissey.
Okay, there you
No, I
go.
didn't really know where to throw him. Obviously, I'm not going to leave him off the roster. He's first in expected
And
goals.
points.
Yeah, it's
he's
insane.
first in points, I believe.
Yeah, it's
or
insane.
Bouchard, and then he's second. So
On ice expected goals differential, he's first with 2 more than Cale Makar.
okay, he's on my roster. He's got Makar's got way more points than him. But he's played 10 less games. Makar's got 70 points. Radish has got 61, but he's played 62 games. So yeah, Darren Radish is kind of the GOAT. He's 30 years old. This guy's played in the ECHL. He's played in the AHL. He's played in the NHL. I don't know. I don't know if he's had any national experience. I honestly doubt if he. I doubt it. I think his brother Taylor's played on a World Junior team.
He's fourth in points per 60 minutes.
Yeah. He's one under point a game unless he scored 2 tonight.
No, per 60 minutes.
Oh, 60
his
minutes.
actual
Gotcha.
ice time,
Gotcha.
With 2.59.
Mm-hmm.
Above guys like Lane Hudson, Cale Makar.
Okay. He is an OHL first All-Star team. Congratulations. And he is an OHL champion.
That's an all-time
Yeah.
stat.
No, I love Darren Radish. This guy's been around, man. This guy's had a crazy career, and he definitely deserves it. Making this team making
sure.
900 or 975.
He's actually meant for this challenge.
Yeah, he is.
He's
He
literally
is a
meant for
game
this
breaker,
challenge,
dude.
yeah.
He's a game breaker, just like Matthew Schaefer would be. He just makes the numbers crunch, and he's a 30-year-old. He's got all this crazy wicked experience. He's played at a professional level for, well, not 18, probably 10 years. So.
Yeah.
So he's got the experience. He's only making that much money, and he's just chopping it up right now with Tampa Bay. So, all right. Sorry, can you run me down the bottom 4 again?
Sure.
It was Harley Clark?
Harley, Clark, Zellweger, and now Sean Walker.
So you're putting
No,
Radish.
Sean- no.
No.
Harley-
Walker's the top 4.
Harley, Walker, Zellweger, Brant Clark. I just threw Darren Radish at the bottom, and I was doing my roster at the very end.
Okay, so you're saying Darren Radish is in your top 4.
Yeah, he'll play with Morrissey. I think it's a great pairing.
Okay, so we have the same top 4 then.
That's genius.
I see what you did there.
That's genius.
But yeah, top 4 is pretty simple. I don't think there's much to touch on. Also, one other thing, Matthew Schaefer to note. Also, I didn't do bonuses. I didn't account for bonuses.
Don't worry about the bonus.
Matthew Schaefer is gonna he might hit $3 million
That's
in
insane.
bonus.
Isn't he at 3.5 right now?
Could be. I think that's what he potentially could get.
That's insane.
But still, yeah, he's
wonder what
gonna
the
make
kid's
a
gonna
good
buy.
chunk. He's gonna make a good chunk of money.
What do you buy at 18 years old? Just throw it all away, or he lives with.
Savings.
Doesn't live with Matt Martin.
Yeah, well, he'll buy a house next year, 2 years from now.
This guy doesn't need to save because he just makes money. Just makes so much.
Well, he's living in New York. I mean, Rhode Island, same thing.
Yeah, we don't. Really
It's probably costs money there. Probably
Yeah.
costs a good chunk of money.
Costs money here.
Yeah, but costs probably more there, no? I don't know. Anyways, that's a good chunk of money. So yeah, I got the same top 4. And then you had Harley with Clark. Or no, you had Harley with Zellweger.
Harley and Walker. Sean Walker.
Harley and Walker. And then your 7th was...
We'll put Brant Clark as the 7th.
And then you have...
Olin Zellweger.
Okay, so we are pretty darn close. We have I have 2 different discrepancies here. So I gave my top 4. Then my third pairing, Harley making $4 million. I think it's pretty simple.
Great.
It's a great contract. He's been chomping it up at
I was also
Dallas.
surprised that Josh Morrissey only made $6 million.
Nah, he signed early. I think he's getting near the end of his contract.
Yeah, year 6 of 8. There's only 2
Yeah,
years left in the
so-
deal. It's a great deal for Winnipeg. Unfortunately, they're not doing anything with that extra cap space,
yeah,
but
it's tough. And then Harley on the left side, Clark making $863 this year is on the right side. I think that's pretty simple. Brant Clark is the best defenseman on LA and will be for a long time. Very curious what the contract negotiations are going to look like this upcoming summer when he's an RFA, which is weird. He's not been locked up yet. That's going to be a lot of money. Going to be a frick ton of money right there. So good thing he's on the team this year, not next year, because he would not be on the team. We'll see where that goes. And then my 7th, I'm going with Josh Manson, making $4.5 million. I think this one is obviously the Sean Walker kind of similar thing, making a little bit more money. Josh Manson, he's been decent. He's been on a team. He's been on a cup-winning team. He's been everywhere. Let me see what I've got here. He's kind of the same kind of thing as what you said with Sean Walker, making a little bit more. Not a crazy amount of points. Only got 5 goals this year, 28 points. But he's a PK guy. He can move the puck. Can't skate with the puck, but he can pass the puck. And he's physical. I think the only edge I'd have him over Sean Walker is that he is 6'3".
Okay.
And a little more bigger. So, and he's been around like he's won a cup. Sean Walker has
he's
won
a
a cup.
lefty, correct?
He plays both, but I'm pretty sure he's a lefty on Colorado. But it doesn't matter. He's my 7th, so he's going to slide in anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
I think it would be better if he plays on the right side, just with Radish and Clark being my 2 guys on the right side.
That's why I think I specifically chose Sean Walker, because he was a right-handed defenseman.
Okay, I see what you mean. But I think he is right-handed,
really
but I think he does.
Pick, though.
Manson is right-handed, but I think he plays on the left side.
No, I really like that
Colorado.
pick. He's got great defensive numbers. He's in the 97th percentile in defensive rating. He's in the 97th percentile of net rating altogether, because he's in the 93rd percentile
he's
in
on the best
offensive
team
rating
as well.
True, but these are very impressive numbers. Like, I get he plays for the best team in the league, but still, like, these stick out like a sore thumb in a good way.
Yeah. He's playing with Brent Burns right now. That would have been an interesting one to have on the team. Brent Burns making that much money at 42 years old.
Yeah, no way.
No. I mean, Brent Burns is having a resurgence year at whatever age he's at. So just remember that.
Yeah, no.
And if there's an injury, he can play forward too. And then my 7th or my 8th guy, the guy sitting in the press box, he had Zellweger. I went with Denton Mateychuk. Went a little bit different direction. Zellweger was supposed to be that puck-moving guy that saved the Anaheim Ducks like 5 years ago. Obviously, isn't what he is. I went with somebody who's a little more defensively sturdy and playing more minutes as well. So, but you can't go wrong with either one. It depends what you kind of want to bring to your team. A little bit more offense if you want to just be a stud, play power play too if you really want, which I don't need, and then kill penalties. So, went with Mateychuk, who's making under $1 million. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, rounded out, Matthew Schaefer under $1 million, Cale Makar $9 million. Josh Morrissey over $6 million. Radish making $9.75. Harley $4 million. Brent Clark $8.5K. Josh Manson $4.5, and Denton Mateychuk under $9K is my $900K is my decor.
Okay.
I should have done the math and added up how much each decor costed, but mine is dirt cheap. I think yours would be cheaper than mine.
I think, we have.
Just because I had Manson over Walker.
It's probably a difference by $1 million.
Yeah. So you have a little bit more money to play around with the Ford car.
Yeah, I do. I like money too, and I don't know. I think my forward core is pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Sorry, did you say how much you came in? Like, what's your cap hit?
95067.
Gotcha. Mine's 94 mil, 969,000.
I am $437,212 under the cap.
That's awesome, bro. That is awesome. So yeah, you're spending a little bit more money. I'm saving my money.
Well, you got it right.
I guess, yeah, it's a one-time opportunity. But you know what? Maybe Hockey Canada wants to save a couple bucks. You never know.
That'll be the worst day in history.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to think the way we've been doing this. I think we could probably do top 6. And then you say your top 6, I say my top 6. We talk about that, and then we do the bottom 6 and the 13 and 14. So just send off your top 6, and we'll see where that takes us.
Okay. All right, let's do
drop
this thing.
drop your
Okay, wait, I'm gonna ask you a question
actually
first. How many players? And I'm expect this maybe to be 0 or maybe 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Do you have over making $10 million?
Over 10 mil on the on the entire team. On the entire team, I have 2.
Okay. And they both have to be on the forward core because we've heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, how many do you have?
I have 1.
Okay, I'm curious. So McDavid is your 1C.
He is my 1C.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
I had two at one point, but I took one off because I don't want to say I went a different direction, but I wanted to round out my roster a little more.
I'm glad you brought this up. I value centers way more than I value centers more than I value guys in the wing. My center makes a lot. All four of my centers make a good chunk of money. Nobody like the 4Cs. The cheapest one is $7.5 million.
Okay. Actually, so my cheapest center is $4.5 million, and I think it's perfect.
$4.5 million. I'm trying to think of.
I
know who it is, but
okay, cool.
So you're throwing Celebrini and Bedard on wings.
So let me tell you my top six.
Yeah.
Okay, my top line
good segue.
is Connor McDavid down the middle. On his right side, Mr. Connor Bedard will play his wing. And on the left side, how about at times Connor McDavid's right-hand man, or you can say left-hand man because he's
Tom Wilson?
Well, he's a left winger. Zach Hyman will be the left winger to Connor McDavid.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Celebrini there at times, but
only making $5.5 million for Hyman. Obviously not what he used to be, but him and McDavid obviously have that connection. Playing with Edmonton, it's a short tournament. You want to have some chemistry already. That's always nice to have. And he's on a nice contract. So threw him on the left wing. I also needed a left winger. I kind of struggled to find some really solid left wingers. So well, Hyman, I like the pick. I put him on the top line too just because of the McDavid factor.
Okay, run me your second line now.
Okay. My second line will be centered by Macklin Celebrini. Mm-hmm. So he's running his own line. That's exactly what he wanted. On his left side.
So he's not your cheapest center is not $4.5 million. It's $975.
Yeah, but it's Macklin Celebrini. He's the goat.
Okay.
On my left side, I went with Seth Jarvis, having a great season in Colorado, in the top 6.
Okay.
I think it's 7.4 for an elite player. Happy with it.
Okay. Keep going.
And on the right side, here's where the cheapness comes in. Talk about I want some skill. A couple of kids on this line with Macklin Celebrini. Beckett Seneca is on my right wing.
Okay, my brain hurts a little bit here. So you have Jarvis as your second line left winger, making $7 and whatever mil.
Yes.
That's where you went with your money there?
Yeah, $7.4 million for Seth Jarvis.
I hope you have a really deep, I'm assuming just given that you've got a pretty darn deep forward core.
I would say I do.
Because mine isn't going to be as deep given you have Seth Jarvis on the second line there. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fascinating. That is fascinating.
I would like to know how it is fascinating to you.
Is Seth Jarvis really the best $7 million player out there?
I think so. Yeah, a left winger. I needed a left winger.
That's fair. That's
Played
fair.
left wing on the Olympic team.
Yeah, that is fair. Let me.
Having a very good season.
I would like to see more
Carolina.
options because I don't have many guys in the $7 million range, so I wouldn't know right off the top of my head.
You just skipped over the $7 million range?
No.
Okay,
well, I'm just saying I don't have any players on.
Your second comparables making $7 million right now. Left wing.
Run that, please.
Lafreniere, Dylan Gunther, Carter Verhaeghe, Mason McTavish, Braden Shen. Now we're just going down. We're down to $6 million. Alex Killorn, Chandler Stevenson.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just not many good options. Really isn't, to be honest. Travis Konecny, but he's making 8.7.
You didn't go Dylan Cousins? Just kidding.
He's a center.
Doesn't matter. That's fair. Okay. You know what? Okay. And the more I think about it, sure. He played on the team. He was on the Four Nations team as I keep scrolling down. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I don't have Seth Jarvis on my team clearly, but I didn't expect him to be on this team. I just thought $7 million for a player that I wouldn't have in my top 6. But if you have him in the top 6 and he's going to produce, sure. I don't know if I don't know.
Well, obviously we didn't.
I don't know if he'd produce in the top 6.
I think he absolutely would. Obviously, we didn't see him produce in the top 6 in the Olympics
he
because
didn't
he wasn't playing minutes.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he is a top 6 player in Carolina. They're not having a great year this year. I don't know his stats right off.
Did you just say Carolina's not having a good year this year?
They're really
Didn't you
compared to the next couple years, but they are not having a great year this year.
Didn't you pick them to win the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, I know because it's the postseason bounce back. That's what it is, man. You don't have. What are you doing here? I'm just saying. No, listen, dude. They're not having a good regular season compared to other regular seasons.
Where's the camera? Is it this one? It is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. I don't know what you're saying here.
I'll summarize.
They're not having the same year as they were the past couple years.
Give me the solo shot. I'll summarize here.
Sure.
The Carolina Hurricanes are having a bad year.
Mm-hmm.
1 week ago, Kelp said the Carolina Hurricanes will win the Stanley Cup.
There's a difference from postseason and regular season, no?
They're having a great year. They're first in the Metro Division.
Compared to other years, this team is not as deep, and it's just not it's not the same, man. Just not the same.
You can't say they're having a bad year though. The Florida Panthers are having a bad year.
Okay, sorry. I understand that they're going to pass the points in the Metros, and the East is not nearly as good as it was last year. There's a gazillion mediocre teams.
It's true.
They're not the same roster. Nick Ehlers has finally turned it on.
Win the cup, man. You just
doesn't matter.
Good teams win the cup, bro.
The St. Louis Blues were bad and they won the cup.
That's insane.
It's just I see the veteran
yeah, but the
experience.
St. Louis Blues were last in January. The Carolina Hurricanes have been first in their division the entire year.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. They're first in the division, bro. They've been first forever.
You're tripping, man. I think it's fair to say they're not having a good year.
They're not having a good year
compared to other years.
Second in expected goals percentage. They're first in Corsi percentage.
Okay.
They're first in expected goals for.
Corsi's a made-up stat. Nobody cares about Corsi these days.
What's
their PDO? That's a good question.
They're second in expected goal differential.
Mm-hmm.
Their PDO sucks, but that's okay.
Like low or high?
It's very low.
So isn't that good?
No. All the better teams have high.
No, high PDO means it's not going to survive. High PDO never lasts.
I mean, they're surrounded by the Nashville Predators, the Florida Panthers, the Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks. They are 26th in the league.
Yeah, I think that's a really good thing. If you have a low PDO and you're doing really well, that means that it's not going to like you're having a low shooting percentage and you're killing it. So that's good. Like you look at teams every year. There's a couple super high PDO, like the Vancouver Canucks that one year. Remember that one year they went to the second round?
Yeah.
They had the highest PDO ever. It just isn't sustainable. That PDO will never ever run.
I see. I've wrapped my.
You know what I mean? It's like a shooting. It's pretty much a shooting percentage in offense.
They're winning games with this poor PDO. Is what you're saying? Meaning that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes, I get. Okay, yeah, I understand where you're coming from now. That makes sense. Okay, well then, thank you for my point.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So they're 26th. Just help my argument there. I appreciate it.
I like PDO. Like you see a team with a super high PDO. If they haven't had that super high PDO for a long time, then it's just not going to. It's not sustainable, and it's just they're frauds. They're just lucky.
First in the league?
Is it Buffalo?
No, they're fifth.
Tampa Bay.
No, they're second.
Highest PDO in the league. I would have thought it would have been. Who has a crazy good shooting percentage?
And goalie.
Right. Well, it's not the Islanders, so it's got it. Is it?
Why would it be the Islanders? Oh, because
yeah, because I felt like always the goalie meant more still in the PDO, but you said Tampa was second.
Yes.
Are they near the hundreds?
They're 102.
Okay. Ooh, so it's got to be a West team. Is it Carolina or Colorado?
No, they're third.
Minnesota?
No, they're ninth.
Well, it's not Dallas either.
Dallas is first.
That makes sense. So they're frauds. Okay, I didn't think that. I thought they would have been.
Okay,
dude, Minnesota. That doesn't make sense because Dallas has had bums playing on the bottom six for like 3 weeks and they've won 10 in a row.
Calgary is 29th. Are they the real deal?
Could be. They're ethical. It's an ethical team right there.
That's true.
So
okay. Anyways, I think I proved my point that Carolina.
Yeah, sure.
But I can understand where you're coming from.
They don't have the same team. Let me see what Seth Jarvis's numbers like. He's obviously been. Okay, yeah, I could be wrong. I have a Seth Jarvis jersey as well. He's got 30 goals this year. He's going to be pretty much the same. He was injured a little bit last year, so You know, I could be wrong. I just thought there would have been a better way to use the $7 million, but I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Especially since you didn't have Nathan McKinnon on your team.
No, I do not.
So
I did initially. Makes too much money. I think Macklin Celebrini is fine for Nathan McKinnon.
You don't have McKinnon, but you take Jarvis. Wouldn't you maybe think Sidney Crosby would be a better asset on that left wing, or do you have him as your 3C?
I do not have him on my roster. Didn't really think of him either.
Okay. Run me down. It was
Hyman, McDavid,
and
Bedard, Celebrini, Jarvis, Beckett, Seneca.
Okay, so I have Seneca on my team as well, but not in the top 6, which is fine. He's a physical guy, right-handed shot, right winger.
True.
And do you want me to say mine?
Yes,
run
I do.
mine?
Yes, I do.
You're gonna like some of my picks here.
No, you did not take Drake Batherson.
I didn't. Actually, I did.
Yeah,
okay,
you did.
Listen.
It's a Drake contract.
But hold on, is that the only one you think I
Dylan
have?
Cousins. No, he makes 7 and he's making.
Okay, we're gonna get to it. This is good. Don't look it up.
No,
Don't look it up. You can't look up this player because I feel like you're gonna switch him. Okay.
Wait, no, don't.
He's not in my top 6.
Oh my God, I know who you chose.
Okay, so in my top 6, first line is the best line in all of hockey.
All right.
Macklin Celebrini on the left wing, Connor McDavid as center, and Connor Bedard is my right winger.
All right, sure.
3 centers, 3 great players. For the longest time this season, those 3 guys were the top 4 leaders in scoring in the NHL. Obviously, Bedard got hurt, and Kucherov turned into a god after that. So, but still, those 3 guys. Obviously, Bedard's making $950K. Celebrini's making $975. Yeah, makes sense. Those 2 guys are dirt cheap. We both had all 3 of those guys were in our top 6. There's not much to talk about. We totally glanced over like McDavid making 12.5. I think that's just that's a decent contract and
gotta have it.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have him for that much money. You gotta have him for that much money, and
that's a discount.
Connor
McDavid at a discount because we could have taken.
At the time, how old would he have been when he signed that? He would have been he's 30 right now, so he'd have been 22.
He's making the same amount of money next year, no?
Yeah, but he just re-signed.
That's a big discount too.
He would have
been 21 years old when he signed this contract.
Okay, so
or maybe
he would have been. He would have already had a heart. He would have already had a heart. Yeah, but I don't know. At the time though, the cap was way lower.
Astronomical because is that something we've ever seen before? Probably not. Maybe who would have signed? I wonder if anyone was signed for 12 mil back in 8 years ago from this 2018.
Well, I can tell you one. It was Nathan McKinnon.
There you go.
Pretty close. But actually, did Nathan McKinnon not max out way higher? No, okay, 12.5 or 12.6. Matthews would have been a couple years after that too. But obviously not as. Anyways, okay, so that's my first line. Second line, here's where it gets fun. Ryan O'Reilly is my left wing. He's making $4.5 million. I don't have him as a center, but he's having an unbelievable year. He's got
a great year.
64 points, 24 goals in 69 games. So a left winger can't go wrong. PK guy, could be a second power play guy if I really want. And just all around, been around for a while. Hockey Canada experience clearly. And you look at his center, and I'm just gonna do 1-2 punch down the middle. I'm going with Nathan McKinnon as my center. I think this one's pretty. It's tough, but I think if you want to have the best 2 players in the world on your team, I think you go for it, especially when they're both making 12 and McKinnon's making 12.60, but 12.5 basically. I think you go for it. McKinnon as my 2C, McDavid as my 1C, and on the right wing, the big oohs and ahs, just making just under $5 million. It's our boy Drake Batherson.
Phenomenal.
He doesn't move the needle for me, but he's on this team.
Phenomenal
Just
pick.
remember that.
I remember that.
Remember that. You know what? I figured. You know what? I still believe it. I still believe the Sens are kind of fraudulent, and they've got a poor roster.
By the way, their PDO is 22nd.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So
the goalies have been crummy though.
You just went on about how if you have a high PDO, you're fraudulent.
Okay, and then what else is there to say about the? Yeah, actually, I'll save it. No. I want to bring something up about the Sens, and I really want to say it, but I'm going to save it for the end of the podcast, just because it doesn't pertain to this roster. No, I mean Drake Batherson. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Wicked shot.
He's just he's making
Good
under
in front-
5.
Really good in front of the net.
Making under 5, and that's kind of a theme. Making under 5, and it's cheap. Sure, he's a decent winger. I don't know if he should be a top 6 guy. Would you have Seneca over him?
I would have Drake Batherson over Rebecca Seneca.
I probably would too. Yeah, Seneca's bigger, but he's still got some work on the defensive
Not
side.
like Drake Batherson's a small boy, though.
Yeah, I think Drake Batherson and Nathan McKinnon, those two guys gaming with each other, would just be
A couple,
electric. I think those two
Couple
guys would be
Atlantic
great.
boys.
Yeah. And then Robin Riley on the other end, shifty, crafty, and you got the second best players at center. So I think that would be an interesting way. And I like Drake Batherson because he can play both wings.
That's true.
So
he does do that, yes.
Obviously, I got him on the right side right now. He's right-handed, right? So I'll have him there for now, and then if I really want, there's some options I can flip. But
Okay, I got a question.
yeah,
So you said, why wouldn't the team have the best 1-2 players right down the middle, right?
yeah.
Obviously, listen. The
No,
Olympics-
Macklin Celebrini's not as good as Nathan McKinnon.
Hold up. Obviously, the Olympics, those two are phenomenal, right? They actually play on the same line because they're that good. Okay, but my next point is the exact saying was, why wouldn't you have the best 2 centers down the middle? At one point over the past 5 years, Leon Draisaitl was probably listed as the second best center in the world, and it hasn't worked for the Oilers. And now Connor McDavid's still on this team.
No, I think it's different.
Okay.
How much of that out of those 5 years was Leon Draisaitl on McDavid's wing? I'd say over 50%. Almost all those playoff runs are on the same line.
But you don't think this, like, Nathan McKinnon obviously played on Connor McDavid's wing during the Olympics, too.
This team is too good to have that conversation. This team is way better than... Dude, the Oilers have 3 guys on their forward core that are... Or
Okay.
before people get after me, 4 guys that
Careful
are good.
what you wish for, buddy.
4 guys that are good.
Hyman, Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah, and the other 2. I could care less about everybody else.
Okay.
You got those 4 guys. This is different. I've got 9 studs on this team, and then some guys making some ELCs that I just need on the team.
I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point, but you look at who Connor McDavid's playing with, and you look at who Nathan McKinnon's playing with on my
They
team.
both have
It doesn't
great
matter.
lines,
It doesn't
yes.
matter. They're never gonna. There's no reason to have them splitting the lines. I think that the way my team's set up, you obviously saw Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, Nathan McKinnon play upwards of 25 minutes
Yeah, I was going to
near
ask
the
you
end.
that. Yeah.
It's gonna be the same exact situation
that's what you
here. I
have?
think. Yeah, it's
right.
what it's gonna be. Just I wanted those 2 guys to play that much, and I'd rather have those 2 guys at the top and play a lot of minutes than spend my money and kind of evenly distribute it. So
All right. Cool. I like it.
yeah, I like mine. I like the way it's set up. Drake Batherson's a sore thumb, but I'm not going to get into it.
He's literally not a sore thumb.
He doesn't move the
whatsoever.
needle for me,
He's
but
almost a point per game.
I know it doesn't
Come
look
on.
right. It doesn't look right. It
looks
doesn't look
great.
right. It doesn't look
Because
right.
you're just a hater.
No.
It's okay.
I have him in my top 6.
It's okay. It's
Okay,
good
this
pull.
is now where it gets interesting as we segue.
Yes.
Because I want to cut you off.
Okay. Let's do a third line, Caleb.
Yeah.
Listen, I really like my third line. I love my third line. It's expensive.
Okay.
Maybe. Might be? No. Like, over average, like, obviously Connor McDavid just makes a whole bunch of money, but average amount of money per player, this is my most expensive line, technically, I would say.
Who? Oh yeah, because Zach Hyman's only making 5. Yeah. That could make sense. Run it then.
All right. And it's all 3 guys who played at the Olympics this year. Down the middle, I got Nick Suzuki making $7.8 million. Can move up into the top 6 need be. Can move somebody down. And he's just one of the best defensive players in hockey right now.
Okay.
And that was the theme of this line. On the right side, talk about a guy who's having a great year. Also has some of the best numbers right now. Consistently on both sides of the puck, it's Tom Wilson. Brings obviously the big power forward. Can move up in the lineup. That's a consistent theme about everybody in this.
How much Tom Wilson making?
Makes 6.5.
Okay.
That's a consistent thing through all of these players. They can all move up into the top 6. And then on my left wing, I have another guy who's having a fantastic year in Brendan Hagel, who's making also $6.5 million.
Yeah, they're all gamers right there. I can't bash Nick Suzuki playing with those guys because I have Nick Suzuki as my 3C as well.
Sweet.
I mean, that's an interesting mesh. I don't know if Tom Wilson ever crossed over with Nick Suzuki on a line for a couple times, but it's an interesting dynamic. Very interesting. It's like
Two big
Slavkovsky.
guys, net fronts.
Yeah, I want to say Slavkovsky is
Both play with shooters.
sure. I mean, Slavkovsky is much more dynamic offensively, but I understand where you're getting with that. They're both physical. Slavkovsky's not. He's not going to throw the body as much. He's just got the body.
Yeah.
He can be a net front presence. That's fair. That's an okay analogy. And then, you had on the left wing.
Brendan.
Oh, Brendan Henkel. Right.
Great
Yeah,
year.
that's a gamer.
Great
That's a
year
good
for
third
Brendan.
line. That's a good third line that can shut down.
That's what I was
And-
going for. Can play honestly, can take an offensive zone faceoff, obviously because they're all very talented, and also takes big defensive zone faceoffs. Can take faceoffs anywhere on the ice.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't mind that. And they're not making a crazy amount of money. Like, well, $6 million. Like, looking at this team, it's not bad, and obviously in the NHL, it's nowhere near bad.
No.
So that's fine. I don't mind it. Do you want me to? I think at this
Let's
point we
hear
can just
yours.
go
Let's
line by
hear yours.
line.
Yeah,
It's
let's
not
hear
going to affect it anymore.
No.
So I got Nick Suzuki as my 3C, like I said, making just under $8 million. And I got two ELC guys. This is where we're getting down in the depths here. I'm thinking there's going to be some line change. Like, I'm really going to be utilizing my 13th forward. I'm going to be utilizing a couple guys on the fourth line to play center when I need to put my 4C up with this line. But I've got Adam Fantilli on the left side, who obviously is known as a center as well. Nick Suzuki, as I said, and Beckett Seneca on the right wing. So obviously, Fantilli's been around for a little bit now.
Yeah.
Obviously, same draft year as Bedard, so he's been around for 2-3 years now. Seneca, this is obviously his rookie year. He's big, he's physical, got the scoring touch on a good team. A top 6 player on a good team. You can't go wrong with any of those guys.
No.
It's just going to be tough looking at my the fourth line is tough to look at sometimes, but I'll get through it. Can't go wrong with any of those guys. I don't know where you would have Fantilli if you do on your team, but I mean those guys are making under $1 million. ELCs don't really eat the
You
cap.
really can't beat that. Where do you have Fantilli, left or right?
Left wing. Fantilli's a center, but obviously he's a left-handed shot. Nick Suzuki, Beckett Seneca. There's some options. You'll see what my 4C's making a good chunk of money. But I think him and Suzuki can move up and down the lineup, which I like. But right now, I think to be the most effective team, I think having those 4 guys down the middle will be the best for me. But I think there's a lot of line juggling. I think my coach, John Cooper, would definitely juggle the lines when need be, if needed, to support the top 6 or just have a better third line and barely play the fourth line. So
Okay.
All right. Fourth line. How many ELC guys on your fourth line?
1.
You have 1. Okay. So 2 are making a good chunk. Or making a chunk. Let's hear your fourth line here.
All right, let's start with the center.
Okay.
And you've already had him on your roster. Ryan O'Reilly is my fourth line C.
Oh yeah.
I
forgot.
feel like this is I think he's perfect. You mentioned the resurgence he's having this year. Just almost a point per game. Also, fantastic penalty killer. Been a captain for Canada in the past. Just like, listen, 35 years old. Can he still play that high-end offense? He's showcasing it this year in the NHL. Yes, he can. But he understands how to play a defensive role in the bottom 6, especially for Team Canada. I feel like he'd be perfect for that. We kind of saw it this year at the World Championship, where he had to take a step back because obviously you bring centers like Crosby and McKinnon,
Right.
where you have to take a step back. So I think it'd be a perfect fourth line center. On the left side, I have Adam Fantilli. Brings a punch on the offense. Could play
Sure.
up in the lineup, or it could be a scratch. Who knows? And on my right side, this is a little bit of fun. You said you have 2 Sens in your lineup.
Yeah, we got the same one here.
This is wonderful. I hope we do. Unless
we
you
do.
took the other guy.
No, we do. I didn't spend $7 million on Cousins.
No. But there's 2 Canadians I can think of.
On the Sens forward core?
Yes, that you might have taken.
I can't think of the other one, so.
One makes $3 million.
Okay.
The other makes 2.6.
I don't have either.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so maybe I'm tripping.
Maybe you
I
have
took
the other one. No, maybe you have the other one.
You go. You say who you have.
Okay, can I tell you the 3 players I'm thinking you have?
You can, but now I'm really tripping, given what you just said about the money.
Okay. One makes 2 point. The other one I'm thinking makes 2.1.
Let me just pull up the Suns roster, dude.
Second line winger. Second line winger.
Yeah.
Third line winger. Fourth line winger.
I don't have Nick Cousins, no.
Okay, so it's down to the other 2.
Just say your guy. Do you have Nick Cousins?
I do not have Nick Cousins. No. I have one of the best defensive players in hockey,
Yeah, we have the
Michael
same.
Amadio, on my fourth
jeez.
line.
Okay. I don't have Michael Amadio. How much does he make?
Makes $2.6 million, but he's also literally a 99 percentile defensive rating player.
Yeah, I know. He's up for the Selkie this year.
Fantastic.
It's just it sucks that he's Leafs legend, by the way. So just thought I'd mention
He is
that.
the competition he's played this year in Ottawa is like he's playing the best players day in day out, and he's shutting them down.
Yeah,
Wins
yeah.
pot- like this.
I'm not
wins-
disagreeing with it. I like the thought process.
Yeah, and I play him with a guy like Ryan O'Reilly. Like these are 2 guys. Bring some speed
Sure.
with Fantilli. Like, dude.
Yeah, that's
He's-
totally fair.
Okay.
He's a good player. He's pretty fast
I know
too. No?
I know who you have. I think.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear we've singled it out.
See, I
have the better player,
Oh.
offensively at least.
Offensively, sure.
And this guy has been a defensive two-way beast for the longest time. He is just really at the tail end of his career.
Oh no, I'm totally wrong. Who you have? Okay, cool.
It's not Nick Cousins.
No, I thought you had somebody else.
Who?
I know.
No,
it's
you got to
not-
say it now. I don't.
I thought you were gonna say Ridley Gregg.
Is he Canadian?
He is.
I don't have him either.
You have Claude Giroux.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Threw me
That
for a
was-
loop too. Okay, cool.
But I'm surprised. Okay, whatever. Keep going. Keep going on your guys. Say you had Amadio,
Yeah,
and then
cheap,
it was
2.6. Ryan O'Reilly 4.5, and a Fantilli ELC.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Do you want to just run me your 13 and your 14?
Sure, I would love to. Okay, so my 13th forward, I went with Logan Stankoven, ELC. You know, decent
Playoff
player,
beast.
Playoff beast, sure. You know, probably expect to have a little bit more upside. Not having a crazy good year. Is that right to say?
That's totally fair. I mean, you saw glimpses at what he could do in the playoffs last year with
Yeah.
Carolina, and then he scored the one big game winner in the second round, I can remember, and then had a good playoffs, and then just it's not fizzled. It hasn't worked
So let's
out.
bring him to the Olympics and see what's going on.
I mean,
okay?
hey, he can play center as well, so I mean, I don't mind. And he's your 13. So who's your
Yes.
14?
All right. Now this one is I think this one is honestly this one's just interesting. I just took him. There's probably better options out here. But I was just looking, I wanted a more defensive guy.
Yeah.
And he's on a really good team, which probably helps us. And he's also he's very sound defensively. He's got a very decent rating.
Mm-hmm.
With Yanni Gord.
Okay. That's gosh, I haven't looked at Yanni Gordon in a long time.
Playing
dude.
third line.
Yeah, he just
for
went back
Tampa
to the
Bay.
Lightning. Yeah. Third line.
Only making
26
$2 million.
points.
Make it $2 million.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong, I guess. $2 million, sure. If you got the money to spend, totally. Which you have because you didn't spend all your money on Nathan McKinnon. So, yeah, Yanni Gord, a playoff guy, he's won one. Was it 1 or 2 with the Lightning? What year did he? He won 2. Yeah. He was the one who was on the Lightning at the time.
Older guy too. Well, a bit older. May add some leadership to this team, right?
Yeah. Just older. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a young team, so.
Yeah, okay. I don't really have much notes on Yanni Gard. I honestly haven't watched enough Lightning game.
Fair
It's been
enough.
It's been more Sabres games, honestly. Physical guy, can play. He's fine in the press box. Makes sense. I don't know if he's fast anymore, but he was fast back in the day.
This guy still have a little bit of feet in him. Yeah. The boot's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be going.
And at the prime, dude, he's a 3C on that Tampa Bay Lightning team. That one year they won the cup.
still
Just
is.
insane. Yeah.
And they're my cup prediction.
Yeah.
So he could be a 3C in the cup winner this year.
There you go. Okay, my fourth line here. I have a guy who is on a great team right now, who is probably going to win hopefully is going to win out the Atlantic. Zach Benson of the Buffalo Sabres making $950K on my left wing.
I had him.
You did have him?
I did.
You don't have him anymore?
I took him off.
You went with Gord?
You kind of, yeah, you could say.
Okay. You went with Stankoven over Benson. Okay. I mean, Stankoven has more goals. Sure. Interesting. And then a guy, 4C that is barely going to play any 4C. I think he'll definitely be moved up in the lineup. He is making $8.5 million. Guy who we both thought was going to make the Olympic team. Going with Mark Scheifele as my 4C. Dude, what? What do you propose?
Mark Scheifele on your fourth line making.
Dude, he would have been a fourth line guy. He would have been a fourth line guy in Canada if there was a cap, or if there wasn't a cap.
Dude.
So I went with Look at this 1, 2, 3, 4 punch
But
down the middle. Bro.
Mark Scheifele on actual Team Canada would have had line mates of what?
Hey,
Brad Marchand and
you could argue Zach Benson's better than Brad Marchand.
You're putting Mark Scheifele out there for a face-off with Zach Benson against Team USA.
Yeah, probably. I mean, look, I could go.
I love Mark Scheifele.
Like I've said this a gazillion times now. He's gonna be bumped up. I think I probably would put. Okay, my third guy is like Logan Stankoven. He's on the right wing. Stankoven can play center, or even my 13 could play center in a pinch, or even my 14 who's in the press box, he'd play center as well. There's a lot of options. I can move him to the right wing and just bump him into Bedard's spot or Batherson's spot and push them down. That's probably, if I rethink it, that's probably what I'd do, but I like the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch down the middle. It's an expensive.
That's a lot, man.
It's expensive, but I think it would work. You have 4 centers that would dominate a game. It's just obviously he's not playing with the same kind of line mates he would be on even Winnipeg.
Yeah.
But 2 young guys. Zach Benson's nifty on the offensive side. I'm surprised he only has 30 points. He's very. I mean, Zach Benson's a third liner on Buffalo as well, but he's got. You can see what Benson's got offensively. Those skills. I think it's going to translate. He could totally become a 60-point player in the NHL sometime. But obviously, right now he's only a 30-point guy. But I could see it. He's a little bit of a rat, not a super big guy. And Stankoven, we've already touched on him, playoff guy. I think Stankoven would shine in the big moments. So, and he was on Dallas the year before too. I don't know if we mentioned that. Now my 13th, I think this one's what adds a little bit of, what's the word when you can, oh gosh, where you can move the guy up and down. What's that word called? Versatile. Thank you. Thank you. This is where it adds versatility to my lineup. I got Claude Giroux making $2 million as my 13th C. I'm surprised you didn't go with him.
You know what?
I think you should have went with him over Mario.
I think Michael Mott. Listen, Claude Giroux is great. One of the best face-off people in the league. Can still has a little bit of offense. Obviously, he's very slow. He's getting really slow now.
He has more points than
I know, but he also has better. Like Michael Amadio also starts a lot of his. Starts a lot in D zone, starts a lot in neutral zone. Only doesn't have any power play time because obviously Claude Giroux is getting power play time, getting time in the top 6. He's getting many more opportunities to score than Michael Amadio.
Yeah, but he's doing that. He's in that. What would Amadio be doing in those situations?
Michael Amadio? What do you mean? He's shutting the other team down.
But why is Claude Giroux in that position and not in the other position? Why is Amadio in that position, not the other one?
Because Michael Amadio is better defensively than Claude Giroux. He's an offensive masterclass. He wins puck battles, gets the puck out of key areas. He's a
That's
crazy
fine.
IQ.
That's fine. And I see my 13th guy as a guy who can play fourth line, third line.
Yeah,
in a pinch, could win a draw on the second line if we need it.
I would have had Claude Giroux over Yanni Gourde.
Yeah, that's fair. How much is Gourde making again?
2.3.
Yeah, that's a
Claude
little
Giroux
bit.
makes less.
Yeah. I mean, Amadio is making a little bit more too. I don't think that helps me, but no, I like Claude Giroux. He's been around a long time. He was obviously a 1C in Philadelphia for the longest time. Obviously, he was known for his two-way game for the longest time. Sure, he's playing. You said he's got the dot, but he's basically playing wing at this point.
He is. Yes, he is
but,
a winger.
In a pinch, I don't mind that.
Sure.
Take a couple draws, and he's a PK. And Claude Giroux is a PK guy. I think he could do it.
He does not really pay the PK on Ottawa, but
I think he'd play it on Canada. So
he could.
I think he could.
He could. Know what? He's got the IQ.
I wonder what
sure.
I wonder what it'd be like. What he would have done on Philadelphia. That would have been a good look to see what he was doing. Obviously, that's been years gone now, but I don't know. $2 million, I think that's worth the gamble to take. So, and my last guy, somebody who's, I don't know much about Justin Sordiff, but I have him on my team. He's one of the guys. I don't know if you looked at Puckpedia, the points per dollar.
I did not look at that.
He was up near the top. Obviously, you have Bedard, Celebrini, Schaefer, and it's like all those guys. But then, like once you get past that, he was up there. So he's a physical guy on the Caps. He is on the top 6 position right now on the Caps. And I just, what the frick? Let's see, how old is he? He's 24 years old.
Yeah.
He was on the Panthers that 1 year or 2 years, but barely played. Okay, but no, I mean that's a little bit of a diamond in the rough for the Capitals. So
absolutely, I don't think they expected him to really turn in anything, and now he's getting consistent minutes now. The guy they can
67
trust,
games.
a guy they trust to
14
put
goals.
in any moment, pretty much. Like I've seen him be put in like crunch time moments. And he's honestly answered the door whenever needed to. So
I like it. He's played out pretty much a full season. I think it really depends on the game for me, but in a tournament situation, I think I'd probably put him in for Benson when we want to like flip. Obviously, I want to get everyone a game or two. I think sort of is probably the odd man out. Still, I want Benson as more of a dynamic. He's still got a lot of skills on the offensive side. I probably want that over sort of. But when I need a little bit more defensively sided kind of game, I'd probably go sort of over Benson. But
okay, I mean,
just my thoughts.
This dude works, man. He's a workhorse out there, like such a tenacious forecheck. He's versatile, plays center of the wing. I like it. I think he's as you mentioned, he's a dime in the rough.
Under a mil too. So
under a mil too.
He was the last guy on my team, so I had to, it was somebody on an ELC that I had to take. So I went with him. He's got the most points out of pretty much anybody else that was left. All right, let's hear your forward core one last time.
All right, my forward core is Zach Hyman, Connor McDavid, Connor Bedard, Seth Jarvis, Michael Celebrini, Beckett Seneca, Brendan Hagel, Nick Suzuki, Tom Wilson, Adam Fantilli, Ryan O'Reilly, Michael Amadio, and Logan Stankoven and Yanni Gord.
Really, really not that bad. It's a pretty. We're very close too.
I hope it's
no,
not
sorry,
bad.
that's not what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
Okay.
different. They're different. Like, we went kind of both different directions, and I think you did a pretty good job at the direction you went.
Thank you. I think you did a good job too.
Thanks, stacking it up at the top. Yeah.
I think you did. Well,
you can't go wrong with the four centers.
You literally can't go wrong with Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, like all 4 of these centers that I have all could have made the team. Or 3 of them did. I think Mark Scheifele is definitely a big guy to probably make the team, but he didn't. So I mean, I can't go wrong with the guys I have. I'll just run mine down as well one last time. Celebrini, McDavid, Bedard, O'Reilly, McKinnon, Batherson, Fantilli, Suzuki, Seneca, Benson, Scheifele, Stankoven, Claude Giroux, and Justin Sordiff as my 14.
Now, do you think Mike Scheifele is a little overkill for that fourth line? So I know you thought about moving him up, but he does make $8 million.
Nah,
and you think you could have spread out that money a little bit more?
What other four? What was your 4C?
Ryan O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I could have totally just done this.
Switch them.
I'm going to keep it. I like the 4 down the middle, but like now I think about it, I probably would do this. Batherson can play both sides. I move him to the left wing on my second line. O'Reilly is now my 4C, and then Scheifele is my right winger on that 4. Like just a little a little 3-pack right there. It would pretty much be the same roster as you though. I don't want that. I'm gonna keep my dynamic and have Scheifele down the middle. Script.
Well,
I don't think it's overkill to have $8 million. I don't think it is. I think he runs his own line, dude, and these 2 guys are just gonna have to hope and pray they can do the same.
Nice.
So I don't know. Maybe even I might even go overkill and put Fantilli down there just so it's more of a shutdown, and then we have Benson on the 3rd line.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep it though. I like it as it is. I think those 2 lines are the bottom 6 lines are pretty much the same kind of type of line, and Scheifele's gonna score enough goals by himself. I think
on the 4th line.
Yeah, I think so. He'll get enough minutes compared to everyone else.
Minutes? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, like Benson and Stankoven are not getting many 5-on-5 minutes. I think Scheifele could double shift on a wing. So there's a lot of options. So
okay,
there you have it.
Pretty fun, man.
Both pretty good rosters, I think.
Yeah,
so.
honestly, like No, it was a fun episode trying to put this together. Obviously, you never think of the salary cap when Team Canada names their team because that's not obviously an implication. But all of a sudden, when you have one, you got to look at. I love the underlying statistics. I think my team's very well rounded, very defensively. I really looked at the defense, and then honestly, funny enough, I think my bottom six on this team is super defensively sound. But a lot of my defensemen are offensively sound. It's kind of weird to get the dynamic of that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's interesting. I just clued in on that. I was like, I took a lot of really good defensive metric guys, but then on my defense, on my left side, it's literally Schaefer, Morrissey, Harley.
Well, Harley's an analytical darling. I'm sure he's got some pretty darn good defensive metrics.
Good darling.
Well, I probably all three of them are. I don't know what you're saying. Schaefer's been good.
No, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying they're like great offensively. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So your decor, you're relying on some offense from. Yeah.
Chip in.
There's different ways you could have went with the decor. Schaefer did look pretty darn good. It was funny that we did that U23 draft and I had him on the right side. It was funny the next game he was taking shifts on the right side on the Islanders. That was the first time, and he looked pretty darn good. So
you're a genie.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so I could see there could be there's a way you could, if you want an extra left-handed D, you could have Schaefer on the right side beneath Kilmcar, but there's ways you could have done it. But yeah.
You know what I should have did? So are we the GM of this team?
Sure. I don't know.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
What if could I free up some cap space by putting myself on the team for $0?
No. Then you could just put any random player. Just put a PTO.
But I wouldn't want too many random players. But I want to be on the team, but I don't want any salary.
No, that's not how it works. Just so you can take out your 14?
No. So yeah, and then I can add
that's stupid. They gotta play, bro. They gotta have a contract.
I'll play. Who
They have to be NHL players, bro.
Sign me.
You're playing the press box. It's cheating. I thought maybe you would be like cheeky and put somebody not like an actual like legit like AHL guy.
Sure. Why can't I do that?
Well, it's just you can't because it's NHL only.
Oh, you didn't. First of all, you didn't say that.
And these are submitted, bro. These are locks. They're already locked in.
Good. They better be.
They're already locked in. So
I better be. I hope. Ready for James Reimer to make that graphic.
Frickin', I forgot that was oh gosh, I forgot you did that. That's insane.
That's for the culture though. That's funny.
Yeah, it's for the culture. I mean, it's fair. I put Zane Parekh on my rosters the other time, 2030 roster. Could have went Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner would have been funny.
Stuart Skinner makes way too much money.
Yeah, he's only making like $2 million, no? Maybe 4. Yeah, 2.5, 2.6. That would have been funny. I have him on my 2030 roster. 2030 roster, so I don't know.
2.6 too much. Oh
no.
Burned.
Hey, he's doing well in Pittsburgh. Only got a 294 goals against average.
You know what? I would have considered him.
Make the playoffs.
I would have considered him if Scott Wedgwood wasn't available, but he was.
That's fair.
Saves $1 million, so
that's fair.
You know.
All right.
Any final thoughts, Caleb, before we wrap up today?
Not really final thoughts on my roster. I did have a question. But if you have thoughts on your roster first.
No, you hit me first.
No, because we'll finish the roster talk and then I'll ask this question.
No. I think what I'm gonna do, Caleb, you brought this up at the beginning of the episode, is will these teams win the cup? I'm gonna put these in NHL 26 and see if they'll win the cup.
That's well, I think doesn't NHL like really overrate the younger guys? I think mine would win.
No, I think they underrate the younger guys.
You think they underrate? What do you think like Adam Fantilli is? Is Adam Fantilli an 83?
I think I'm more worried about Becca Seneca.
What do you think Seneca is at? 79?
I'm searching up right now. Ooh, 79. See, the thing about the NHL ratings is they're really different from what they used to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're all over the place. I'm going to guess Seneca is an 81.
Like Batherson's obviously a lock for an 83, and he's on my top 6, right? Yes. So I don't know how much it would gain, but I got Mark Scheifele. He's probably close to he's probably like an 87, and he's my 4C. So we both have a good goalie though. Like what would Logan Thompson be? 86.
I'm gonna search it up right now.
I think if it's in the east side, I think
Thompson is 86 on the dot.
I think if we were it'd be hard against Colorado. But like those are all pretty darn
Drake
they're
Batherson,
pretty much Canadian.
86.
Drake Batherson, 86. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Schaefer? I'm going to look at it right now.
What would be Darren Radish?
It's a good one.
He's probably like an 83. Probably
Dude, this
updated
EA
in a while.
website sucks.
Well, screw EA. I don't know, man. Claude Giroux is even like he's got to be 81. Like, I think my team's pretty like
84. Darren Radish is an 84 overall.
okay, good. So maybe I'm fine. I might be able to do it. I'm just trying to think of what they would like rank
Matthew
the
Schaefer,
Stars and the Avalanche
You
and the Sabres, like just those rosters in general. But I don't know what they'd
Got a
do.
guess for Matthew Schaefer's NHL 26 rating.
Oh, do you have? Okay, I'm not going to ask for a comp. I'm just going to go 87.
84.
Okay. When was this last updated? Was this the start of the
He
year?
moved up. He started as an 80. He moved up 4 after an update.
I would probably
Beckett-
have him at an 80.
Beckett Seneca's an 80 overall.
Yeah, maybe we are chopped a little bit. I don't know.
Well, NHL, like, obviously, they try their, like, obviously, it's all, like, they don't really look at, like, I don't know how to say it. They really underestimate rookies because they're always still developing.
Well, yeah.
Like, Beckett Seneca's have a great year, but who says this is going to be consistent? He's not just having a great year on a fun team.
Yeah.
Getting really good minutes.
Well,
And NFL Tilly's an 85.
That's okay. That's higher than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think. I think we could both. I could think it'd be a pretty put up a fight. Depends if we're on. If it was real talk here, I think if we were in the West, it'd be really hard. Because if you're in the Central, I don't know if we'd do it. But if we're in the East, I think we're already walking to the Stanley Cup final. I don't know if we'd win, but I think this team is better than the Lightning and the Sabres and the Hurricanes.
Yes.
So
Team's the best team in the league. You have Connor McDavid, Nathan.
yeah, I keep forgetting I got the three best players in the world.
Yeah.
So and the best defenseman. So maybe you could argue 4 best players in the world.
This team's not losing. This team's winning.
Yeah.
I changed my mind.
Okay, actually, some housekeeping stuff before I ask this question. I think we should have definitely mentioned. We didn't even talk about Nikita Kucherov winning the Hart. Like he's probably. Did you pick? You didn't pick him.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
You know
he's
what?
like a beast.
We did
man.
that episode.
He might win the Art Ross too.
We did an episode
And the
about
Rocket.
we did an episode about who's gonna win the Hart Trophy, and more specifically the Art Ross. And we both picked. You picked Connor McDavid. I think I picked Nathan McKinnon. Or was it
No,
the
other way around. I took
Other way
Nathan
around.
McKinnon.
I took Connor McDavid. Yeah. Nikita Kucherov proceeded to drop 5 points that same night.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, he's probably gonna do it, man. I think he probably will. And you know what? He does that, then it's gonna be Sorokin that wins the Vezina. They're not gonna give Vasilevsky it.
I mean, Vasilevsky's Russian too. Sorry.
Yeah. So there you have it. Okay, here's a question, or a little bit of a statement, then a question. So I've been, obviously the Sens have been the talk of the town. They're obviously the hottest team out of the Olympic break. Jake Sanderson gets hurt.
Yes.
Spahn gets hurt. All these players, specifically zoning in on Jake Sanderson.
Yes.
So obviously in the 2020 draft class, he's obviously the most valuable asset out of any player, right? But now I'm starting to rethink that a little bit. And I do wonder, maybe it is Stützle, maybe it's Raymond. But now, like, the fact that he is out and the Sens are so good defensively still, there's no way he's the top guy So I think it's got to be Stützle. That's one thing. And now the other thing is now that he's been out and you've seen what Yakinchuk can do.
Played one game, by the way.
You could. Yeah, you're calling him the Calder finalist after that.
I did not say that a
So,
single time.
I'm just wondering now. Obviously, start of the year, and I've been on this train for a while, and I believed it until Sanderson's been out. The thing has been, how about we trade Brady Tkachuk for a goalie, which I believe is probably the best thing to do. Now I'm wondering, what if we trade Jake Sanderson for a goalie and something else?
It'd be the worst decision the Sens ever made.
I don't know, because Jake Sanderson's not bringing enough to the table.
It's just not
Because
true.
listen, the offense dropped a little bit.
It did
But
drastically.
listen, Cardi Yakimchuk is fine on the power play too.
He played
Power play one.
Power play one.
And then power play one. And then you can take Shabbat or Zub on power play 2. You've got your offensive guy that's going to be around the team forever, and Kardiakimchuk. He's making dirt cheap right now. He's going to be making how much? He's making under $1 million next year. Again, he's on the ELC, right? He's on an RFA. So you do that, and you've got, you use Jake Sanderson, ship him out the door, get a great goalie, and then you could get more. You get more on top of that. Now you look, Rangers have Igor Shesterkin, and then you could, I don't know, take Alexei Lafreniere. Not a bad trade, just you're eating a lot of cap. How much does Sanderson make this year?
He's making $8 million, 8.25.
Oh, that wouldn't work in the cap wise. I don't know.
You know this is satire, man.
No, it's not. I think you could definitely do it. I think it makes sense.
No, Jake Sanderson is still probably the best player of the 2020 draft class.
I know. Okay, sure. Fine. But I'm saying he's not as impactful as Stützle is now because obviously they're fine without him. So I wonder, because you got the best defensive system in the league, I wonder if you guys need a goalie. I think you just ship out Sanderson instead of Tkachuk just pray Tkachuk can turn it around next year.
No, I wouldn't do that still. Jake Sanderson is still incredibly valuable. Think about it. If you get rid of Jake Sanderson, especially on the left side, like, listen, Thomas Chabot is also great.
Yeah.
And we saw now in the stretch before he got injured that he could still be a number one defenseman and do great things.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying get rid of Chabot?
No, you can't. Chabot wouldn't really. I don't know how much Chabot would get in a trade.
Okay, here's a question now.
Chabot would get a decent return back. You'd have to trade him to a contender probably because obviously he's 30 years old now.
Yeah, I'm not thinking Chabot. Sorry.
Okay, well you brought him up, so I wanted him.
Yeah. No, Chabot's been great. I think he's the best defenseman on the Sens. I gotta think of the best way to do this. How much? If you're giving up Sanderson, how much more do the Sens have to add on to get Connor McDavid in a year from now? Playing, you get him in his own province.
Trade?
Yeah,
you're trading.
Like
Connor
this offseason.
okay.
If they don't make the playoffs this year, he's being sent.
I don't even want to talk about a Jake Sanderson trade. I'm not even going to entertain it.
You got to acknowledge this now. Well, fine. Is it Austin Matthews? I think you could do Sanderson for Matthews one for one.
The Sens ever did that, that'd be brain dead.
Yeah, you just got to hope there's a contract in there.
Yeah, that's more importantly. Not for
McDavid. I think it's fine. You get 1 year or 2 years of McDavid. For Sanderson, that's already a gift. Your franchise has made so much more money. You've got it like
a top 5 defenseman in the league who's making $8 million. Oh yeah, look at the numbers.
Screw the numbers.
Look at the numbers.
I can name 5.
He is playing the most amount of minutes against the toughest competition.
So it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
So
doesn't matter. And this guy's hurt. So what are we talking about?
You're telling me a defenseman who plays against the Flames' fourth line every night compare it against a defenseman who plays against the Colorado Avalanche's top line. There's no difference between the two. Competition does matter. Jake Sanderson plays the most amount of minutes against the toughest competition and has the best expected goals in the entire league.
The topic now is
let's hear
it. The topic is now is Jake Sanderson top 5 defenseman in the league.
Okay,
I'm down to one guy, and I'm probably missing one.
Okay,
so obviously the 4 are pretty much locks. You have Hughes, Makar, Werenski, and Dahlin. There's a 3-pack for 5, I think.
Okay,
so there's Schaefer in there. There's Carlson, and then there's Sanderson.
Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, but. It's tough because I'm definitely missing one. Who else is out there?
Well, I'll tell you that. If that is your top 3, it is definitely Jake Sanderson at the top of that.
Over Matthew Schaefer?
Yes, over Matthew Schaefer.
Here you go. Your boy. What about, if it comes down to this, Jake Sanderson or Evan Bouchard?
Oh, it's Jake Sanderson easily.
But Evan Bouchard's got 79 points. I can't believe I'm doing this.
79 points.
No. Miro Heiskanen is better than Jake Sanderson. I missed Miro Heiskanen. That is my bad. I apologize for the people pulling their hair out. So Sanderson's probably 6, not top 5.
I need more stats, but
no, come on. Miro Heiskanen's playing over 25 minutes a night.
Jake Sanderson, he's
playing on a Dallas Stars team who has been decimated with injuries in the forward core and has been decimated with injuries of all time. And look where the Dallas Stars are second in the entire league. I know you're going to say the Sens are the exact same situation, but look, this team just went on a 10-game win streak, missing Rupe Hintz and other players. And he was at the forefront of that. He is a much better. He's better.
There's actually only 20 players on the team. There's not
And we could talk also maybe Charlie McAvoy's there. Who played more minutes were they on the same pairing in the Olympics?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Or there's even Mo Sider's been in the conversation.
No.
I think I'd probably do Sanderson over Yossi, but
Yossi.
Yeah, if it was Yossi 2 years ago, maybe it'd be a different conversation. No, I think he's probably 6, possibly 7 if you... Schaefer...
No, Jake Sanderson is better
Schaefer's
than Matthew
close.
Schaefer.
Schaefer's close.
He's not. I'm sorry. Listen, Matthew Schaefer's fantastic, and one day he will easily pass. Or, he will make a great conversation for this, but it's not today. And you know it, too.
Yeah, okay, fair. I'd still go.
No.
I'm still going Heiskanen over
That's
Sanderson.
a great... And listen, it's because Miro Heiskanen's a world-class defender, too.
I'm surprised you didn't put up much of a fight for Dahlin, though.
He's
you
on
picked
a
him for
very good
Norris.
team right now. Like he just has all the mojo going for him. I just think I need more numbers, even just the eye test.
For
You know what I mean?
Heiskanen, no. Eye test alone, I think Heiskanen wins.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But
I think I think Jake Sanderson's too busy juggling all the tasks he has. Like, of course, you're not going to look good, defending against the other team's best team. Like I said,
Sure, I know what you're saying
Yeah.
with competition. I don't know anything about competition and how those numbers actually work.
Jake Sanderson's actually the highest. defender.
I know, but I'm not very familiar of how they actually calculate that. What stat are they calculating to find out how good the competition is? Is it expected goals? What are they using to find out how good this competition is? How do they group those stats together?
Yeah,
I don't know enough about that advanced stat to know. Like I've never looked for that in competition. I know it's pretty new. I think I've barely seen it though. So I don't know. I'm still going Heiskanen. Screw that. Yeah. Does Sanderson play PK? PK 2?
Yes, he plays. He's PK 1, buddy.
Okay.
PK 1, power play 1, first line pairing.
Okay. Fair enough. Man,
Wait, can I hear your top 4 defenders again?
Makar, Werenski, Hughes, Dahlin.
Okay.
Dahlin would be a debate. Like you could probably, there's a way, but I don't think there's a will. So
I think there might be.
I'm
a vote.
surprised. I'm glad that we both discarded Evan Bouchard early. Or I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Because we both know that he's
We're
not
talking
a good,
about Jake
not a good player.
Sanderson. It's not Evan Bouchard.
Where's Jake Sanderson in points, by the way? I don't even see him on this list, man. Or maybe I'm just blind, dude. He's 14th. He is behind Matthew Schaefer in points, by the way. I know, competition, yada, yada, whatever.
Thank you. He just
But Matthew Schaefer's got 23 goals, 22 goals.
Jake Sanderson plays all areas of the game so effectively. He does.
That's exactly what Matthew Schaefer does,
Matthew
too.
Schaefer,
I don't know what you're talking
he's
about.
Too young, man. He's too young. Listen, he has some yips on defense still. Like, he's all over the ice, but he's got to smooth it out a little bit more.
I don't know. Schaefer plays a minute and a half more per game, 5-on-5 as well.
Because Jake Sanderson plays every single top line pairing on every single special team. That's why. That's exactly why.
This is tough, man.
No, this is not tough at all. This is a silly conversation. I can
don't
tell you
think
rage
it
rating.
is.
I could tell.
I don't
by
think it
knowing
is.
you.
I think
No, you're silly, dude. I know for a fact what you're doing right now, and it is dumb.
let's say this. How much does Jake Sanderson make? $8 million.
$8
Did you have an 8? It was Cale Makar, and then who else? You didn't have anybody close to $8 million. So let's say Cale Makar is injured and is not available for this Olympic team that we both created. Now you have an $8 million, $9 million slot. Obviously, you shoe in. It's a pencil in for Jake Sanderson. But are you sure? Like Matthew Schaefer's making. If Matthew Schaefer's making $8 million, if Matthew Schaefer's making $9 million, and you had to pick between the two to find a spot to replace Cale Makar, you're taking Jake Sanderson.
Yes.
That's insane. Who's faster? Matthew Schaefer, probably.
No, Jake Sanderson. Oh my gosh, it's Jake Sanderson. I'm pretty sure he has the most over a certain amount of miles per hour bursts in the NHL.
Let's see. No, I'm pulling it up. NHL Edge stat leader. Oh no, that's actual stat or article. All right, here we go. Matthew Pekka. Where's Matthew Schaefer? There he is. It's crazy that Matthew Pekka is the first guy to pop up when I type in Matthew. I mean, I know he's been a legend, but and then who are we doing? Jake Sanderson. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is good. This is a good comparison.
So here you go. Jake Sanderson is 4th in the entire league in max skating speed.
Okay, here we go. 22 mile an hour bursts or over. Mm-hmm. Matthew Schaefer's got 33.
Okay.
We're gonna ignore the max speed because that doesn't count.
Let me hear it, Caleb.
Miles skated.
Let me hear it.
Miles skated. Matthew Schaefer's got Sanderson beat by 40.
Tell me.
Okay. It's by a mile. It's nothing.
Dude, that's literally
Listen, if a car is driving 24 miles an hour compared to 23 miles an hour, they're getting the same destination at the same time.
Not if Jake Sanders, but the thing is, if Jake Sanders is going 24.37 max skating speed.
Yeah, but
miles per hour.
But listen, Sanderson can do that because he's skating less. Because he's only skating he's only skated 215 miles compared to Schaefer's 255, which means Schaefer has to hold on a little bit and can't just bust his guts.
What is this?
He's got to spread his time out and distribution so he doesn't burn out near the end of the game.
Sanderson, fastest max skating speed by a defenseman this year. He is 2nd behind Matthew Schaefer. Hey, dude, 322 mile per hour. If you were really basing this
Oh, here we go. Shooting percent?
Yeah.
Matthew Schaefer's got him beat 12.3 over an 8.3. Yeah, you're cooked, buddy.
Okay, let's look at stretch passes through the neutral zone. Let's look at zone entries. Let's look at everything that actually matters instead of the
Okay, sure. No, neutral zone starts. Matthew Schaefer's got him beat.
Neutral zone starts. This is what we're not. You're really reaching for it, man. I'm sorry.
I'm frustrated that they only... Oh, here we go. Let's do there's... What? Why is it only skate and shot speeds? Where's the defensive metrics, NHL, bro? I know it's NHL.
Caleb, I'm sorry. This is a terrible conversation, man. Just a terrible
No. I think it's a good conversation here.
It is not.
Let's just now let's compare.
Go. Let's go.
Okay, you wrap it while I find one last stat.
All right. No, I'm not wrapping it yet.
Why? What do you mean? You just want to go, bro? The New York Islanders are a better team than the Ottawa Senators.
We are actually over top of the New York Islanders in the standings today. We have the win. We have the.
How many games have you played
over them? We have one less game.
How? They have 40 regulation wins.
They do not have 40 regulation.
Yes, they do.
The New York Islanders.
Yes, they do.
Really?
You guys have 9 OT losses. There's no way. Yeah, 40 wins compared to your 38.
Well, we also have the tiebreaker over them, so that's cool.
Because of your head-to-head? Is that what it is? Is it head-to-head? I thought it was regulation then. I don't know. Actually, probably is head-to-head.
Is it not regulation wins? They have 40 wins overall. That's not.
Oh.
That's not regulation wins whatsoever.
Well, my bad. Well, they have more regulation losses, so.
So?
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
The Islanders are a better team.
The New York Islanders have 26 regulation wins. The Sens have 32.
Okay, screw that. Whatever.
Bro.
Well, listen, the Islanders have skated more miles as well. So.
Okay, congratulations, because they suck and they have to chase the puck. That's why.
Okay, let's wrap this. I don't have any other opinions. Actually, what the... This is actually mind-boggling. I'm barely on NHL Edge. Some of this stuff is insane.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. I want to do one last one. Beck Mallenstein compared to Connor McDavid.
All right, I'm wrapping anyways.
Yeah, you wrap it.
All right, well, that will do it for today's episode of the True North Ice podcast, where we picked and predicted what a Team Canada team would look like if they had a salary cap. Remember, you can find us on all your favorite social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're posting daily social media content and your favorite clips and parts from the podcast. Caleb, you put on a very awkward face. What's going on?
I was just pulling up our list of podcast locations because it didn't load the first time. I was a little nervous, but it's up.
That was the nervous face?
Yeah, because usually we pan over. And I just wasn't.
Well, I was going to pan over, and then you made it seem like
no, I'm ready.
The sky was falling.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm not going to send it today, actually. I'm going to make it weird.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Cal, where can they find us?
You can find us at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, YouTube Music, YouTube, Good Pods, Castro, Podcast Addict, and many more. Yes, and I also did say
iHeartRadio?
Yeah, I actually did. I did say it
Always
once
making
again.
sure, man.
I've said it every time.
One time they're going to sponsor us, and it's going to be because of me.
iHeartRadio will be dead by the
They're
time
going to
they
be because
sponsor
of me,
us.
because I was persistent asking about iHeartRadio.
Right.
Guys, thanks for joining us here today, and we'll talk to you very soon. For Jacob Ewing, Caleb Snetter, we wish you adieu.